Hey everybody, Chris White, Tap Pest Control Installation again. So I want to talk this week about taking care of your tap equipment. Mainly the blowing machine is real simple to do if you take care of it regularly. And your equipment can last 20 years if you do that. And I've seen machines out there for 20 years and even longer than that when they're taken care of. So some of the things you want to do after every single job is, number one, always clean out that air filter. Okay, dust and motors are just a bad combination, and there's a lot of dust involved when you're dealing with a cellulose type insulation. As you're putting it into the machine, that stuff comes around, it's going to get trapped into that air filter. If you don't clean that air filter out, it's just going to choke out that motor. It's going to get hot, it's going to burn it out, and then you're going to have to replace that motor. So clean them out. It's that little blue thing right at the bottom of the machine. It looks like a 3M scrubby pad. Pull it out, compressed air, and keep it clean. That'll, after every job, that'll keep that motor running just fine. The other thing you want to do is clean out the agitator so that inside the hopper are those metal tines that spin around. Now, tap is a recycled product. We typically are recycling newspaper or cardboard boxes. However, plastic bags do get in there. It's just part of the recycling. A lot of people, when they recycle newspapers, they shove them in plastic bags. They end up inside the system sometimes. We do have separators where we try to separate that stuff out. We both do it manually at the front end where we have people who are looking for the bags to pull it out. And then we do try to separate any hard stuff that may get in there through either magnets that pull staples and nails out, or other things that can blow something that's heavier. It'll drop out on the system. Problem is with plastic, it weighs about the same as the paper, so it sometimes does get through. So that will end up wrapped up on those agitators. If you just take 2 minutes at the end of each job, you want to drain that hopper out of all the material and then just turn it over on its side and remove that material off of there. It'll take about 2 minutes. Now, if you wait to do it and do it, say, once every 6 months, it'll probably take you a half hour because that stuff will get wrapped on there, it'll get tight, and you're going to be cutting at it with a knife to get it off. So do it after every job. It'll keep things super simple to do. The other thing is having compressed air. Obviously, you need it to blow the air filter out, but blow the machine down. So it's a good idea to blow out the electronics. Even just a little bit of dust in the right spot in electronics can cause a malfunction. So it's a great idea to get in there, blow everything down. The front plate of that machine is a plexiglass. It has about 4 screws. You can pull that right off, blow it out with compressed air. You do that when you get back to the office or the shop, and you blow that out, and it'll keep it running just fine without any hiccups along the way. Now, the airlock seals are imperative to keep an eye on. Now, if you notice that the hopper is blowing a lot of air through the top, then it's a good chance you're going to need to replace your airlock seals. Now, right on the machine, you should see a sticker that has a maintenance. It lists all of our equipment maintenance that should be done both after every job, weekly, monthly, and so forth. So look for that. If you want to know how to change the airlock seals, you can scan that QR code. It'll take you to a web page. It'll show you how to change the airlock seals. It's not super hard. It's 6 bolts on each seal. So there's about 36 bolts. So you'll need to get those off and then put the new seals on. That's if you see things blowing out. Now, you don't need to change airlock seals but once a year, provided you're just blowing tap through that equipment and no sunglasses or anything else gets dropped through the hopper. Now, you can also use our pressure gauge if you want to be a little bit more accurate. So we have a pressure gauge. It's available. It may have been available when you bought the equipment. We had started adding those to our packages about 2 years ago. But if you don't have one, you can buy it on our website. And that pressure gauge goes to the outlet of the machine, and it's going to measure the amount of air pushing through. Should be at 3.5 psi, so 3.5 psi. If it drops below 2, then you should be changing your airlock seals. So those are extremely handy. If you have any inkling that somebody may have dropped something in there, or you're noticing your production rates are going down, you can always check it with that. Always inspect your hoses and your cords, taking care of those. You don't ever want to take your electrical cords and put them around a nail or anything and wrap them. Keep them round, because wires can crack if you abuse them that way. Hoses as well, don't ever step on your hoses. Use the hose reels. If you notice that you're repairing your hoses with duct tape, which is fine to repair the holes, kind of patch them up, but if you're seeing more than 50% duct tape on your hoses, it's time to buy new hoses. It's also a good idea to change your hoses out about once a year. The inside of those hoses are ribbed, and they're ribbed to condition the material. Over time, they will get worn down with the material flow through there. So about once a year, it's good just to replace all your hoses so that it will condition the material and you're not overusing material on a job. Hopefully that helps. You can look at the stickers on the machine for a little further in-depth about some of the things you can do to pay attention to your maintenance on your equipment. But that's some of the basic stuff that'll get you through each job. Have a great week.